What's up guys, Chinese Guy here, and today in this video I'll be doing another Battlefield 4 vehicle analysis. I've chose to do the attack jet this time, and there'll be two parts to this analysis like how it was with the attack boats. In the first part, which is this part, I will be getting to the facts and details of the 3 attack jets and their unlocks, and then in the second part I will be giving you guys my opinion, like give you guys some tips and tricks while using a certain unlock. So let's first get started by talking about the 3 attack jets in Battlefield 4. They are the American faction's A-10 Warthog, the Russian faction's Su-25 TM Frogfoot, and the Chinese faction's Q-5 Fantan, or for some of you guys they're called the MiG-21. They perform more or less the same with very little differences. The top speed of all these jets are 344, and the best turn speed of these jets are 313. So now let's talk about all these unlocks available to be used between all 3 of these attack jets. And to begin, let's talk about the default configuration on the attack jets. So firstly, we have the 30mm Gatling cannon. It is the default and only primary weapon. It is effective against heavily armored targets such as aircrafts and tanks and all that fun stuff. It has a rate of fire of 2,000 rounds per minute, and it fires 3-second bursts when you hold the trigger down, and it'll have a 3-second cooldown / reload, meaning each burst should fire about 100 bullets. It is very effective against aircrafts, as I said before, and it kills things fast, but not as fast as Battlefield 3, and it does feel a bit overpowered compared to Stealth Jet's cannon, so maybe DICE might need to balance this out. Then we have the laser guided missile default in the secondary weapons section. It is a laser guided anti-tank missile that requires the user to maintain and lock onto the target, and can also lock onto laser designated targets even if they are out of your line of sight. There are 2 missiles per magazine with a 30-second replenish time and no reload time. For a normal lock-on, it would take 0.8 of a second, and a laser designated lock-on is 1.5 seconds, and the maximum range of effectiveness is 900 meters. So these missiles aren't that much powerful, and they can be very spammable, but most people don't use them because the 30mm cannon is just so powerful. Then we have the IR flares for the countermeasure section, or infrared flares. When they are deployed, they disrupt incoming missiles and breaks lock-on. There's a 25-second cooldown time every time it is used, and in my opinion, I think that might be just a bit too long since we don't have below radar just like in Battlefield 3, so people can just spam you with Iglas or Stingers. Then we have the gyro stabilizer in the default upgrade section. It is an automatic system that helps to stabilize the vehicle after receiving a critical hit like heat seekers or other lock-on missiles. It will probably be very useful for air superiority in China Rising, because if you ever play Battlefield 3 air superiority, you'll know it's just a bunch of guys trying to lock onto you and get those missile kills. At least now you won't lose control of your jet, and maybe you can outmaneuver the enemy and shoot them with a 30mm cannon. And yes, I know the attack jets aren't confirmed to be in air superiority, and it could be just the stealth jets. So now let's get on to the unlocks, and first you will unlock at 3,000 points with the attack jets is for the upgrade section, and it is the stealth coating. It is special plating that increases the time it takes for targeting system to lock onto your vehicle. Again, just like I said before with the whole deal with the air superiority in China Rising, this will help you not get locked on as easily, but it probably aren't that useful compared to the other upgrades, I think. Then at 6,000 points, you unlock the heat seekers for the secondary weapon section. There are air-to-air missiles that require the user to maintain lock-on to the target. If the lock-on is lost, it can be reacquired and the missile might still reach their target. There are 2 missiles per magazine with a 30-second replenish time and no reload time. To lock onto an enemy, it will take 1.3 seconds, and the range where it's effective is less than 500 meters. I would not recommend you to run the heat seekers on the attack jets unless you can't really aim with the 30mm cannon. If you can, don't. Then at 9,000 points, you'll unlock proximity scan. It is for the upgrade section, and it basically scans the area surrounding the vehicle, revealing enemy movement on the minimap. After unlocking proximity scan at 12,000 points, you'll unlock the Hydra Rockets. They are again for the secondary weapons section. They are a rocket pod system capable of eliminating enemy infantry and as well as light, medium, and heavy armor. There are 14 rockets per magazine with 14 more rockets in its ammo count that can be reloaded in 4 seconds. It will take 20 seconds to replenish 14 rockets, and the rockets fire at a rate of 300 rounds per minute. And they aren't that accurate because of the reticule, and I wouldn't recommend them unless you can aim with them. Then at 15,000 points, you unlock the ECM jammer for the countermeasure section. When this is activated, this countermeasure will prevent targeting system from locking onto you and will disturb any incoming missiles for 7 seconds before it needs to reload, taking 23 more seconds. So it'll take a total of 30 seconds from the time you activate the ECM jammer until you can use it again. Then at 18,000 points, you'll unlock the fire extinguisher for the countermeasure section, just like the ECM jammer. It is an integrated fire extinguisher system that clears any critical states and starts the vehicle recovery. It can only be activated when it is in a critical state which is below 39% health. Every time you use the fire extinguisher, it'll take 25 more seconds for it to cool down and be ready to use. And it'll bring your aircraft, which is probably either on fire or has a mobility hit, back to normal and up to 39% health. Starting to get at the end of the list, at 21,000 points, you unlock the TV guided missiles for the secondary weapon section. It is a missile controlled by the user via a remote camera and is very effective against taking out armored targets. They have 2 missiles per magazine with no reload time, but it takes 30 seconds to replenish these missiles, and a maximum range of these missiles are 630 meters, so that's quite far. Then at 24,000 points for the upgrade section, you'll unlock the belt feeder. It is an enhanced mechanism that reduces the time it takes to reload, and for now I don't really see any changes with using this or not using this, so I am not using this at the moment because I don't think it does anything. Lastly, at 27,000 points, you'll unlock the J-Dan bombs for the secondary weapon section. It is a powerful dump fire bomb, and there are 2 bombs per magazine, and it will take 30 seconds to replenish these bombs. Anyways, that's about it for my part 1 of this attack jet analysis. Those were just the unlocks for the attack jets. My second part will be coming out very soon. I hope you stay tuned to my channel for more Battlefield 4 videos, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and a comment down below. I will greatly appreciate it. I will continue to strive for being your source of Battlefield 4 videos. Peace out, guys.